Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will try to explain the two approaches of solving this problem. So, one thing that I will ask that to subscribe and press the like button. So let's get started. We have to find out the minimum value of this expression. In order to do that, what we'll do here, the first way. Let me introduce the first way. Let me write down here first the first way. The first way is to say that this expression is equals to x, some x, any letter we can write down, and we have to multiply by 2 both sides. We'll get here 4a squared minus 4ab plus 10b squared minus 12b, and we don't have to forget about x. 2x will be here. We can factorize some expressions here. 4a squared minus 4ab plus b squared, we can write down, plus 9b squared. B squared plus 9b squared will give us 10b squared. And we have to write down 12b. And here, let me write down here some, let me put here a distance. I'll explain later why is it so. Okay, we can see from here, from the first expression, this left side will give us 2a minus b squared, and the right side can give us plus, let me write here, plus 3b minus 2 squared. We can write down this 12. Let me write down here 12 first of all. We can write down the 12 as 2 times 4, 2 times 2 times 3. So it will give us 12. And here we have to, from the formula, we know that a plus b, a minus b squared is equals to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Here we have 2 times here, and a and b. Here a is 3, because 3 squared will give us 9. So it will be the expression that I wrote. So we have to add up here 4, because 2 squared is 4. So plus 3b minus 2. And if we wrote here 4 from the here, we have to subtract also 4, and it will be minus 4, and it will be equal to 2x here. So we have to find out the minimum value of x. In order to find out the minimum value of x, we have to find out the minimum value of 2x. Here, if these two expressions will be equal to 0, it will the 2x will be a minimum value, will have a minimum value. So we have to write down these two equations here. 2a minus b will be equal to 0, and the next one is 3b minus 2 will be equal to 0. If we will solve here, we can get that b will be equal to, from the second equation, b will be equal to 2 over 3, and a will be equal to, or if we'll put here 2 over 3 plus 2 over 3, and 2 over 3 times 2, I guess, and it will be 1 over 3. if I'm not mistaken. Here B, yeah, it's right. So we don't need these values, but the minimum value will be here -4, but it is the minimum value of the 2x. And if we will find out here the value of x, we will get here that x will be equal to -2. Why we solve this equation? Because we can have two different solutions, but in this equation we have the same solution. So if we will have two different solutions, this way will not work. So the way I'll show right now will work every time. The second way. Here I'll introduce it. The second, let me write down here. The second one. Here, taking a derivative will always help us to find out the minimum or maximum value of an expression. If we will take a derivative here, but we have the question is, but we have two different letters here. How to take a derivative? We can think of that this is the x here. In a function, we know that y have to be equal to ax squared plus b x plus c. So we will think that a squared, a is put instead of x. Here we can write down that by taking a derivative here, we'll write down, let me write down it carefully. Okay, here, by taking a derivative, let me copy here by saying that the a squared is the letter that we need. A squared minus 2b times a plus, and this is a constant in our situation, but it is not constant. So we will just think that it is constant. And if we will take a derivative here, we will get the value by taking 2a squared a derivative, we'll get 4a, and here minus 2b, and by taking a derivative from the constant number, we'll get 0. And if we will equal it to 0, we can find out the maximum or minimum value. How to find out the maximum or minimum? How to differ them? It is so simple. We'll just see the coefficient of the a squared, the x squared in our situation. In our situation, it is a squared. If it is a positive number, it will be a minimum value. It will be here. But if it is a negative number, our graph will be like this. It will go down. So if a coefficient is negative number, it will go down. If it is positive, it will go up. So from here, we can find out b. b will be equal to 2a. And if we will put here, instead of 3 b's, we can find out the value of these expressions. Let me put here and write down it. Copy it. Let me write down this as this 2a squared. It will be minus here 2a times 2a, it will be 4a squared, and here b squared is 4a squared is plus 20a squared, and here at the end we'll get minus 6 times 2a, it will be minus 12a, and here we can get the answer like 18a squared minus 12a. But we got the expression that is not a number. What to do the next? The next step is to find out the minimum value of this expression, because we found the minimum value of this expression, but it's not a constant number. We have to pay attention for this. As this is not a constant number, we'll have to take a derivative again. If we will take a derivative from this expression, we'll get here 36a minus 12, and if we will equal this expression to 0, we will get that a will be equal to 1 over 3. Here, we don't have to put here a, we will just put it here. We had an expression, the last expression, if we'll just think that it is our function, the last function. If we will put, instead of a, 1 over 3, we'll get here 18 times 1 over 3 squared is 1 over 9 minus 12 times 1 over 3. We'll get here, it will cancel 2, and here 4. And at the end, 2 minus 4 will give us minus 2. And this is the answer that is the same as the first approach. And if you like this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and press the like button. If you have different solutions, let me know in the comments below. It is so interesting to know diverse solution of this problem. See you soon in the next videos. Bye.